Hi Virgo, Healing Grasshopper here to do your third week in June reading, the 15th to the 21st. Right away, we've got the Two of Cups, okay, and the Queen of Pentacles. I don't think these are reversed, but we'll see in a moment. What's our third card, Spirit? King of Cups. I have the deck upside down. Reversed? No. Any of them? Okay. Looks like some of you Virgos might have met someone. Any of these ours? None of them. Fumble. Let's see. Three of Swords. Okay. So, this is a change from, I'm pretty sure it was you last week where you were having financial trouble. Um, this can be a different set of Virgos. Same Virgos. Um, Well, I'm glad you didn't let it bother you because I was telling you it wasn't that bad of a problem. You just needed a little bit of help. So I suppose you got it. Um, don't forget to drop me a line in the comment section if you've got something to say about that. But anyway, we're dealing with cups here. Last week it was Pentacle. And the pentacle that you have here is not really about Pentacle. It's about stability and confidence. Okay. So, what we've got so far is Two of Pentacles. These are two people who enjoy each other and choose each other. They, um, they're vibrating on the same wavelength. The Queen of Pentacles is, like I said, one who is stable and comfortable in the situation. The King of Cups is one who is, in this context, is emotionally accessible. Not overly emotional, like wearing your heart on your sleeve either, because that King of Cups is never that. But you can say rational in love, right? He is very balanced in love. He's he's feeling things and engaging in things, but he's also keeping a straight, like a straight mind, um, a level-headedness. The Three of Swords talks about how you see potential with this person. Reversed? No. I think this is in the center here. Okay. So the Nine of Wands, I think I'm going to come back to that. There's this like mixed feeling, and maybe that's what that is. Like you're struggling with There's something that you're struggling with. Like, am I going to pursue this? Am I not going to pursue this? There's some imperfection here. Um, but anyway, with strength, we've got it's a mixture of courage and diplomacy and generosity, all the things that you set forth in a new relationship when you're really trying to make it work and nurture and have it develop. Wheel of Fortune, I just saw. Yeah, the cards are still coming out reversed. I don't think that's reversed. Okay, this is ours. Okay, I gotcha. Okay, Virgo. Now, yeah, I couldn't quite see what the situation was with the nine of swords and wands, but now I see the five of wands under it. Wheel of Fortune reversed? No. Okay. So let's go down this line first. You like this person, you see potential with this person. Here's the potential here. You think this can really work out. It also means like you feel like this might be the one too. But here you have a Queen of Pentacles. Oh, okay. I didn't catch on to the couple just now until I looked. I was just drawing out the energies and not realizing the couple here. Okay. So we have a Queen of Pentacles. One, again, who is comfortable in her own skin. And by the way, this doesn't have to be a man and a woman. This can just be a female energy and a male energy. But we're going to call the Queen of Pentacles her because she is a woman depicted in here. So, and she's a queen. She's comfortable in her own skin. She is confident. This is not someone who, she has good self esteem, is what I'm saying. King of Cups is also, in his own way, those things as well. Um, but he is very reserved. Uh, he is open emotionally, but at the same time, he's reserved emotionally. There's a balance, like I talked about before. Okay. So we have one that is really looking at, and I don't want to say material things like the queen is after money, but the queen is after like the thing, the relationship, you know? Like, how are we going to establish this relationship, grow this relationship, solidify the relationship? And King of Cups is like, okay, can we just take a moment and really assess our feelings first? Okay. And I'm saying this because the Queen of Pentacles on down the line here is frustrated and is kind of debating. I don't even want to say arguing. I don't think there's an argument here, but debating. And the other thing is that this is the King of Cups feels the same frustration in his own way. Um, but the Queen of Pentacles, you can, most of you are the Queen of Pentacles. Um, I could be speaking to some of the King of Pentacles, but most of you are Queen of Pentacles here. Um, so this is what I'm going to tell you here, guys. I'm going to show you both positions, so it doesn't really matter who I'm talking to. Um, King of Pentacles feels something for the Queen here. So if the Queen was wondering how the King feels, because sometimes it can be like that, because sometimes a king can be so quiet and reserved and in his observation mode that the person he's in the relationship with is like, wait, what's going on? What's on the King of Pentacles' mind? But King of Cups is approachable. So if you have any doubts, ask him. Strength is he's trying to do his best to please you without, going against his own convictions is what strength is. I would caution not to push it far. Like, if this is you, the Queen of Pentacles, guys, Virgo, where you can you can really the potential that you feel is very strong and brewing inside of you, that's okay. Enjoy it. But, don't go on overdrive to try and grow it, because let it grow naturally on its own. Um, like, try not to be like, so how do you feel about, um, how many kids do you want? Where are you thinking about raising the kids and that kind of thing? Let's reserve those kind of discussions for later on down the road. Let's just focus on each other, okay? And enjoying each other. Let's stay in the Two of Cups energy for a while. Because at the end here, look, we have Two of Cups frustrated, and then we have the marriage card, the Hierophant. But it doesn't need to be marriage card, commitments card, right? We like each other. I'm frustrated that we don't have the commitments. Um, but for the King of Cups, it's like, I really like this person. I need to manage the progression of this right now and take it slowly. The Hierophant is different for him than it is in this line here. He wants to do things by the book, kind of. He doesn't want to take any shortcuts. So, which is okay. You have time. Don't rush things. And okay, so we've got the Tower, and right, like this, and this one too, and the Queen of Wands. Okay, so the Tower is a warning, not a prediction. Because oftentimes Tower is a prediction. Queen of Wands is all about optimism. So there is a message to keep things light and fun and loving, because if not, the King of Cups is going to bolt. Okay, Virgo. And let's not forget, Virgo can be you guys are very, very practical, but you're also like, meticulous. Like you want everything to go your way. You want to control everything. And I'm glad not to see the Four of Pentacles here. You know, like you have a clear idea in your mind how things should go, and you do your best to steer it that way. Virgo, you're going to need to let go of the reins a little. And in fact, why don't you give the King of Cups the reins here for a little while? Because the King of Cups wants to slow it down. And I know this is cliche, but it's not about the destination, it's about the journey, right? Enjoy the butterflies and the expectation and the, oh, I'm going to dinner tonight with, my new boyfriend or girlfriend or whatever, and all those little expectations and, you know, flutters. Instead of like, okay, taking out your date book. When's the date? When are we moving in? When are we getting it? Let's reserve that for later. There's plenty of time for that. See, you have Four of Wands, Page of Wands. Wow. Reversed? No, of course not. Page of Wands. So, Four of Wands is nicknamed the marriage card, okay? So this is the potential. It doesn't have to be marriage, of course. It can just point to a committed relationship and just general well being. But this is about work that you've done on both sides here, a give and a take. These two did not get there without doing some solid work, right? So some of that work for you, Virgo, is going to be restraint. Page of Wands is about you really assessing how you're going to proceed in this. And part of that is, what you're thinking about as you're listening to this reading. We've got the Ten of Pentacles here that under the, wow, and we've got the Wheel of Fortune here too, Virgo. This has huge potential. Huge. You've got all these auspicious cards here. What's our fourth card? Reversed. Okay. So see, we have the the Three of Swords reversed on this line here next to the King of Cups. The King of Cups is scared. Okay. He's afraid of this. He's protecting his heart. So you have got to give him time and more than time too. There's got to be reassurance and you've got to figure out what that reassurance is that King of Cups needs too. You've got to see things his way. Of course there's give and take, but if you want it to work, what I'm saying is I'm presenting an obstacle for you. You're going to, Page of Wands, need to assess that obstacle and how you're going to deal with it. King of Cups needs some reassurance of safety here. And if you're giving him signs that you are strong arming him and overbearing, And you're not minding his feelings. He's again, like I said before, going to bolt. What else do we have? Here, both of these are ours? Okay. Like this, reversed. Again, we're talking about balance. This is reciprocity, give and take. And the Four of Pentacles is here too. Okay? So here we have the Eight of Swords in between the Queen of Wands and the Tower, right? This is like, I don't know what to do. I'm trying to get somewhere and I can't get there. Just take your mind out of that. Again, don't worry about the destination. Let's focus on the journey right now. You're thinking too far ahead, Virgo. Okay? As soon as you do that, this will disappear and you can step into that Queen of Wands optimistic energy and just enjoying yourself. I just had Michael Jackson in my head. I want to rock with you. Um, okay. Advice card, higher self. You have one higher self coming. Worthiness. Oh, it's interesting. Okay. Yeah. It's like, who's this worthiness for? Okay, this is not your card. This is your significant other's card, the lover's card. Okay. So Spirit is giving you a peek into the heart of the King of Cups here. The King of Cups has been hurt before, belittled before, felt like he was worthless before. There are some people who have really done a number on this person. So, a hint for you is make him feel attractive, make him feel like, you know what? The other thing, Virgo, is that, and this is something that I have to remember too, that Capricorn, because I'm a Capricorn sun, so I'm an earth sign like you. Our earth energy can sometimes um, really have us drifting into our masculine energy, because earth can be very, I don't know what the word is. Because we are so focused on our material possessions, we can be somewhat assertive about it, which requires masculine energy, and sometimes we can use a little bit too much. You see what I'm saying? So maybe Virgo, it's like, let the King of Cups make the decision. Like, let them decide where to go out to dinner. Let them open the door for you. Let them feel like they are in control. You don't have to give up all your control, but make them feel like they're providing for you. Um, because if you try and take over the reins too much, it makes them feel, I want to say emasculated. Yeah, let's say emasculated. I'm trying to include everyone because this does need to be a hetero couple, but wherever it fits. Okay? So, because otherwise, if you do everything for yourself and for the both of you, it's like, what do you need him for? What do you need the King of Cups needs to feel needed and wanted. Because otherwise, they're not going to feel worthy. They need to feel worthy of your love and your attention. Oh, poor King of Cups. But, I mean, this is a lovely person we're talking about. One that is going to fit well in your life. You're going to fit well in each other's lives. You just have to tend to each other's needs first. And I can tell you, he is perfectly capable of tending to yours. That is very apparent here. He's just right now, he's very involved in protecting himself. All right, Virgo? I can't wait to hear from you in the comment section. Let me know how this resonates and, whatever you feel like revealing. I will be answering you. And, I love to see you guys talking to each other as well. I would like to see the community back. Okay? So don't forget to like and subscribe, please. It's free and a very quick gesture that really helps me out a lot. So please do. I thank you in advance. I will speak to you soon. Love, light, and many blessings.